What is happening, guys? Welcome to the Monday after. We're going to be looking at game week 22. What a shit game week for me. Hopefully you guys had a belter. Hopefully you didn't have Sterling on your captain, Mahrez or Aguero or whatever. We're going to be looking at all the fixture swings that are going to be happening around about now, who we're getting rid of to bring in for Liverpool players, all the general questions that everyone keeps asking over and over and over again. We keep answering them until we're blue in the face. But first, before any of that, before even discussing how many people are here in the chat and how you guys are all doing and how you guys done and showing you my game week, all that shit, right? I got sent from FPL Merch an awesome, cool little FPL mug. Look at that! How cool is that? Don't drink in FPL. It never ends well. How awesome is that? Can you guys see that okay? I haven't poured anything in it in case it didn't show up well on the stream. I'm so excited. He was just like, do you want a mug? Do you want a mug? And I was like, yeah. I didn't realize it was a glass. It's a glass. Yeah, no, it's a big ice cube. Before anyone, I was like, David has tiny hands. No, it's like a massive ice cube. So yeah, really pleased with that. So thank you very much, Merch. I'm very happy. I'm looking forward to this. And also I love the irony of like drinking in the don't drink in FPL and streaming about FPL at the same time. I really like that. How are you all doing in the chat? How's it going? It's Roz here, Tom's here, MSKD11 FPL. Is it Jamie L? FPL Jamie L? Or is it Jamil? Don't know. Liam's here. How's it going, my man? Lucas Davids. Yeah, for everyone that was here before, I kind of messed up in the first bit because I forgot to turn my lights on because I was so excited to show you guys my glass. Oh, it looks even cooler with Coke. Right, okay, cool. I'm very happy. I'm going to put more in just so you guys can see it. What did we all get? What did we all get in our game weeks? I got 51 and it was shit. No, 54. That's awesome, innit? That's cool as fuck. Oh. Thank you, FPL Merch. I appreciate it. It makes it taste better. Yeah. 59, 63, 77, 49. Yeah, someone got less than me, Tom. I'm so sorry. Right, here's my team. Here, let me show you guys. Bam. Oh. Sorry, my faces. So 62 from FPL Jamie. Liam still outside the top million, 58 points. Yeah. No, I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm just. There's no traction. If we look at my history, history for the last week or not last week, last couple of months, I'm just 1.3 million up or down 100,000 places. It doesn't really go anywhere. It's just been sitting there. And if you guys listen to the, is it out yet? Yeah, no, it was last week's. The Fantasy Weekly, I said to the guys, like, look, if I still haven't gotten to the top million by, like, game week, after the game week 24, then you guys can, I'll use my wild card and we can do it live on the show, on the podcast, and we'll just do my team. And I think they went for it. It'd be great to get Holly and Mark and James to, like, sort your, I feel very lucky if that happened. Because then, two things happens, right? One, if it works really well, then I get, a better overall rank, which is nice. It's always good. Or two, it completely messes up, and then I can blame it on FPL General and FF Community and the other guy. So yeah, I'm extremely happy about that. Jackie Goodwin, how's it going, man? You've ruined your whiskey, 53 points. If it was whiskey, I wouldn't have put Coke in it. It's actually just Jim Beam. It's Devil's Cut. And it's made for Coke. I wouldn't be able to sit here and stream properly and give you guys sound advice if I was just drinking it straight. And we've been there before. Wildcard might not be a bad shout. Yeah, so let's have a look at game week 22. So my team was pretty well set up. I was a bit annoyed that I had Ings alongside Schmeichel and Soyuncu. It's always going to happen where if you've doubled up in your defense, there's bound to be a time when one of your attackers scores against them. Like, I'm glad Ings scored because it was Armstrong first and he ruined the clean sheet. And as a Celtic supporter, that hurt a lot because he fucked off from Celtic to just sit on Southampton's bench for 2 years, and then like he starts this game and scores against my double defense. So I wasn't a happy bunny. But Ings got his goal, took his top off. Ugh, they're gonna take their tops off, aren't they? They love taking their tops off. I don't know why that is, but they fucking love it. They love it, especially if they're my team. Vardy captain. I said to you guys all on Thursday when we had James with us for the Thursday before show that I was gonna captain De Bruyne, but because I was thinking here, I've got Sterling. And if I've got Sterling, that means I've got a bit of a differential going into the Aston Villa game. I think they're going to smash them, but I'm not 100% where De Bruyne is playing and all that stuff. And I think because of this differential that is Sterling, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. That's good enough for me, and I'll captain Vardy. And what happens, like, Sterling gets dropped, Vardy just gets an assist, De Bruyne gets 2. It was just kind of one thing after another, really. Schmeichel losing the clean sheet, but he did make 7 saves or something, which is pretty exciting. Like, he's constantly on save points, so I'm happy with that at least. But I'm thinking about fast forwarding my plans to get rid of him. So if we look at Leicester's fixtures, they're not too bad, right? I mean, they're not great after game week 32. They're kind of difficult ones to end the season with. And they've got a decent run game week 28, but I need cash. We all need cash, don't we? We definitely do, for the extra Liverpool players that we're all going to be bringing in. So I'll show you guys a little bit later what I'm thinking of with that. Nutella Nino, what is your thoughts on Kelly? Does he start game week 24? Do you reckon, as awful as it sounds, he's kind of a big deal to my planning? Kelly's a big deal. Well, I don't know how close the other guys are returns, but what we can do is we can go into this. So this is actually where I go for my injuries, because they always have sources, which is my favorite part. So Crystal Palace, oh, that didn't work at all. I should have just went. I don't know why I searched for it. I could have just went. Yeah, good point on the Kelly thing, because I don't have that many people on my bench, so I would love it if Kelly wasn't going to be benched anytime soon. All right. Van Aanholt, unknown. No time frame has put to his return. And Ward, taken off with a knock to his knee against Liverpool in November, ruled out for several weeks on the 28th of November. His manager said it was 2 weeks into a possible 2-month absence on the 5th of the 12th. So 2 weeks into a possible 2 months means that at the start of December, confirmed is not appearing over the Christmas period. He might be back soon, but that's just one place, right? Van Aanholt would need to come back as well, I think. No, you can't search for Kelly. Kelly's not injured. Who said that? Tom. I can't search for Kelly. Look, he's alive, right? Unless he's talking about the Bournemouth one. Put your palm in your face for me. Start of the Leicester decline. Southampton bench is better than Celtic. Don't even start it's raw. I swear to God. Seems ominous, but I reckon he might be safe. Is it for game week 24? Because game week 24 is in 2 weeks' time, right? Or just more. I don't know if I would trust Kelly to start anymore based on that. Because Ward seems to be back quite soon, so I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, in regards to my my game week, it didn't go that great. Good question though, because we need to look to the future right quick, right? And we've got a lot of money that we need to get. Who is the biggest person that needs to go from all your teams? Because everyone was talking about who they're getting rid of, right? Who are we getting rid of to bring in Liverpool players? We want Mane, we want Salah, we want Robertson, we want Trent Alexander-Arnold. If you're really cheap, you can go for Gomez, and that should be fine. If you're only working on it as like a 1 week punt, then I don't mind that. But in regards to like, I think everyone's kind of in the same boat. We would like Mane and Salah. It doesn't really work for every team, but I think everyone would appreciate having them both. It's such a hard thing to do for a lot of teams. You might have to get rid of Madison. Like, I feel like a lot of people are looking at getting rid of Liam. Subscription for 2 months, buddy. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. I haven't heard that Aguero thing in a long time. Thanks very much, Liam. Wow. 2 months. It's been a long time, and you have gone nowhere in your overall rank since following me. That's great. Oh, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I kind of like my team right now, so I'd say Rico. Right. The only way to get double Liverpool mid is KDB out. Don't really want to do that. Yeah, so that's the problem. Like, I've seen quite a lot of people in that mode where they're trying to get rid of KDB, or they're gonna be trying to get rid of Madison or whoever. It's really, really difficult to suggest that. Like, if you said to me, I'm gonna get rid of KDB, I'm like, did you buy him at 10.7? Because if that's the case, then awesome. I've had him since game week 1. If I sold him now, it would cost me so much to bring him back. Like, I would never be able to do that. The problem that everyone has is, like, just remember it. You could easily make more points up with Robertson, Mane, and Trent, as opposed to Mane and Salah. Like, it's not 100% that Salah's gonna go fucking mental. It might be Robertson's week. It might be Trent's week. It might be Virgil van Dijk's week, if Laporte has anything to say about it from last year. So I don't think you should just absolutely break the bank and then sell all your good players to bring in Liverpool. It's really, really difficult to even think about doing that. My team, really easy. Sterling didn't play. He's gone. He's gone. That's it. He's out. Look, he's not even there. And then bringing Salah in is pretty easy. I need to make 2.2 million, and then Schmeichel to Ryan or Henderson or whoever I want does that, right? Pretty easy. So I'm not worried about that at all. But I've had a lot of people ask me if they think it would be a good idea to take out De Bruyne or to take out Madison or to take out whoever. And only if you're not going to be bringing them back. And I think De Bruyne is like a here to stay person. And that's really, really difficult to, like, even with the bad fixtures coming up, I still think like he's worth keeping, definitely. So that's question 1. Question 1, should we be getting rid of KDB? The answer is absolutely not. Grealish, for me, pissed me off by not taking that pen and then got booked for being pissed off himself. Yeah, that kind of tends to happen. I mean, I'd be pissed off as well. Why didn't he take the penalty? I'm assuming that he's second on pens anyway, right? Because the time he missed that penalty, I'm pretty sure he wasn't supposed to be taking them. Lucas Davids, is Ings essential? 11111020111. Let's do that again, right? If in case you missed it, right? 11111020111. Can you guys see that? Okay, let me zoom in. Let's do that one more time, right? Sing it if you know it, okay? 11111020111. He has scored a lot of goals this season. He is on fire. Southampton are doing extremely well. He has scored against Tottenham, Leicester, Chelsea. No, not Chelsea. The only one that isn't is a Chelsea. Arsenal, Everton. Oh, he did score against Chelsea at home. There you go. My bad. Liverpool. Like, it doesn't matter what the fixtures are. He can score. And then he's got Liverpool coming up, and that's about it. Wolves, Crystal Palace, Liverpool. See, what happened was, it was about Chelsea time when everyone's like, right, he scored 2 goals, but do we really need to bring him in because he got Chelsea, then Crystal Palace, and Tottenham, then Leicester? And what happened? He blanked, and everyone was like, yes, I was right, I shouldn't have brought him in. And then he scored in every game after that. I think he's essential. I think he's really essential. I'm not 100% sure if he's worth bringing in and dumping like Vardy or someone, if that's the only way you can do it. And also to get See, the problem is that the double game week's coming up soon, so everyone's kind of clawing to get there, but you should have had Danny Ings ages ago, and that might be something worth just taking a hit for. It's really it's really hard for me to say here and be like, yeah, no, you could just leave Danny Ings when I'm sitting comfortably with him in my team. No, I love him. He's saved my rank from the 2 million mark. Since when did I own him? Good question. I owned him the first 9, I think. So I missed these 2. So he scored these 3 goals, then he blanked against Leicester, then blanked against Man City. Then he scored against Everton and Arsenal, and that's when Abraham injured himself. And so I was like, cool, I'll just bring in Ings, and got the 998 and so on and so forth. But I brought Abraham back, and I don't think I should have done that. I should have maybe went for Rashford at that time. But whatever. It's all good. Have you seen Firmino's away stats? A bit insane. I am genuinely considering getting him instead of Salah and Mane double up. Don't relish playing a 4-4-2 fixture for game week 24 and game week 25. Have I seen Firmino's away stats? Yeah. So for people who have been watching this stream all season, know that I owned Firmino this game week and then immediately got rid of him because I thought Pookie was essential. There's a whole thing. Included Dean coming in after his 2 clean sheets, and that didn't work out well. Then I got rid of Firmino after Arsenal. And then he went on to do 12, 8, and 9. Then I brought him in here because I was like, no, I knew he was going to do well. I need to get him back. I'm really annoyed with myself. And then he he then blanked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in a row. And I was like, I'm just going to keep him because it's quite funny. I've never been stubborn enough to play before. I know he's going to come good. And then he scored in game week 13 and I immediately got rid of him. And then he blanked a couple times. I think he came on towards the end of the game against Everton, got a wee assist. I think that was actually the last time I had him. Actually, I might have kept him then and then got rid, and then he's done okay. But I've seen his stats. I think it's just a coincidence. I don't think it's necessarily like he's a better player away. I just think that there was something that it was someone from Scoutcast said that sometimes it just happens where a player has just scored more away, and it doesn't actually necessarily mean that they like playing away. And I truly believe that can happen, that there can be a time when someone is like, oh yeah, I love playing away, I love playing with the away fans. They actually make it so much better. Shay Watts 999, thanks very much for the follow, buddy. And anyone else who's new here, you follow me, you get a wee email, you know when I'm streaming, etc, etc. Hey man, thanks very much for coming and joining us. So yeah, I don't like Firmino because of the absolute, like, just scenes. Sheffield United, Leicester, Manchester United, Tottenham, Aston Villa, Man City. I was like, he has a history of playing well against big teams, and then he didn't. So he's a bit of an anomaly. He kind of comes in when the other guys aren't doing well, but he doesn't really. If Salah and Mane have already scored, it's unlikely that he gets that goal, right? He seems to do well, like, by himself, kind of. And we all know that he doesn't play as an actual striker. So it's hard for me to be like, yes, go and get Firmino instead of Robertson. I would probably rather have Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold than Firmino. And that's really hard to say just as someone who owned him for so long and thought that this was going to be his season. Excuse me. And he is on like 100 points. It's not he's not doing badly, but you'd think with the team that he's on and the position that he plays, it would be much, much better, but it's not. And that sucks. How many points have you got overall? Oh, my years went absolutely terrible, Shay Watts. I've had much better seasons, but I don't even know. I don't know off the top of my head. 1167, just shocking. Just shocking, mate. So going into game week 23, let's jump into the fixtures and how we look, because obviously we've got that double game week 24 to figure out, but there is a lot of other shit we've got to figure out as well, right? So I know that there's a lot of people that also want to get a new goalkeeper like me, who are looking to downgrade Soyuncu because, you know, the defense of Leicester hasn't been doing that great of lately. They seem to be going for it a bit more, etc., etc. So what are we doing with our Leicester assets? The good old fixture sheet, exactly. Love this thing, by the way. In Salah, Grealish, DCL, or Mapai out, Maddison, Martial, Tammy for game week. Do you think it's worth, or should I keep my original plan? In Salah, Grealish, DCL, or Mapai out, Maddison, Martial, and Tammy. No, I think, I mean, I don't remember what your plan is, but I really like Salah. I brought in Grealish for Martial. Was it this week? That stings, man. That stings. Right, so what are we doing with our Leicester assets? And we can just quickly look at long-term Leicester for defense. Now, I know a lot of people want to bring him out. You don't have to. You absolutely don't have to. Leicester here. So they've got Burnley away, West Ham at home. I think that they'll probably keep a clean sheet against Burnley, but I can see West Ham scoring against them, Chelsea scoring, Wolves scoring, Man City scoring. That's four out of 5 games in the next 5 that I don't think they'd be able to keep a clean sheet, just the way that they're going. Soyuncu out before game week 24. I mean, he has a lot of money, right? Like, a lot of people probably got him closer to like 4.8 million, etc. You can make a quick. When did I guess I got him 4.5 million, but even if you did, there's a lot cheaper people that you can go for if you do need that extra money. Like, I could keep Schmeichel and get rid of him if I wanted to. I just really, really don't like the double up. I don't like the double up anymore. It was working really well, now not so much. I'm going to find a new double up potentially in Henderson, or maybe go a different route entirely with Dunk or Ryan, depending on who I want to go for, whatever's cheapest probably. Because I like Schmeichel's save points. He is extremely good at that. That's one thing to note. Like, this is his saves here. 61 saves over the season. He got 7 saves in the last game week. That took his total up to 4. That's pretty good. And then against Man City, he got... oh, you guys can't see that. Against Man City, he got 5 save point, or 3 save points. That's pretty good. So I like that a lot. If Soy's... So another thing you could do is make Soy into Robertson, right? That's something that's easily done. And I wouldn't be against that at all. Getting rid of your Leicester assets for this poor defensive fixture run is pretty good. I mean, I would never get rid of Vardy. If you've got Maddison, I'd be ashamed to lose him as well, because he's been playing so well. But definitely looking for different defenders. So who should we be going for? Watford, Southampton, Brighton, Sheffield United. These are all really good options for you, and that's why I brought up this fixture tracker, right? So let's have a look to see who the best fixtures are in the next 10 game weeks for defensive transfer, or maybe even the next 6, just because Leicester's fixtures pick up if you ever wanted to move back. So we've got Brighton and Bournemouth. Now, Bournemouth are a no-go. They're just the whipping boys, and we've known for a while they've had really good fixtures, and hopefully no one goes there. Alex Jensen, Sterling needs to go. I am I am fucking well aware of that, my friend. Oh my god, knowing that they're going into Aston Villa with how badly Aston Villa are playing, knowing that I only have one piece of it instead of 2 that I've spent a lot of money on, that was not fun. It was not a fun day. Consider Guaitas. Crystal Palace only conceded 6 in the last 9 games. Admittedly conceded 1 too often, but after City, they've got a really good run. Something to consider, definitely. I would sell Sterling and Kelly for Robertson and Maddison or Richarlison. I could do that. I could get Robertson and a mid-priced midfielder. I'll show you guys in a little bit what I was going to do. Ace Adventure, nice to see you, buddy. Rico and Kelly to Holgate and B. Williams equals same price. That's so true. It's a really good idea, actually. Let's have a look at that. Kelly and him out. And let's get in round prices so they'll be up. Williams 4.0. He totally deserves his place. The problem is that Shaw's on a lot of money. Shaw's on, I think it's 190k a week. And I bet his not playing fee is a lot of money as well. I can't see Brandon Williams playing every game, although he absolutely 100% deserves it. And whenever he does play, he does well. Like 90 minutes against Burnley, they got a clean sheet. 90 minutes against Norwich, they got a clean sheet, and he got a cheeky assist. He just offers that much better potential. It's just a shame that Shaw's kind of clogging up the toilet a little bit there. So yeah, who was it? It was Brendan and Holgate, wasn't it? That's pretty good. And that leaves a lot of money in the bank. I like that. I like that move. Oh no, it was Rico, wasn't it? Not Soy. But even still, any of those players down for Williams, if he's just going to be sitting on your bench, I think he's a decent bench player, right? He's not that bad. Holgate is also a good one. Let's go back to the... I keep moving away from the fixtures, right? Brighton. So we've got Ryan, we've got Dunk. Who else have we got in that team? Do we want to bring in Montoya at all? As he's been kind of minute managed a little bit, which is a shame. And Bernardo doesn't really play that much. Have I still got it in round points? I do. Total points. There we go. I think Dunk is the safest, but he's 4.8, which is really annoying. Like, that's a lot of money to spend on someone. I think the next safest is Webster. Potentially, he has been playing a lot. And he does have goal threat. He's actually got 3 goals this season for 4.4 million. That's not bad. And then Duffy, kind of a little bit of a fall from grace from him, getting dropped a little bit. But yeah, Dunk is definitely safest. Ryan is the same price as Dunk. So if you're going to go for anyone, it would be Ryan, right? If the choice was between Ryan and Dunk, it would definitely be Ryan, and simply because of the save points. Looking at the saves that he's made this season, is 80. That's a shit ton. That's a lot. Schmeichel has had 61. Let's compare that to some really high up. So Henderson has had 54. Schmeichel has had 61. Foster has had 70, which is still really good. Guaita has had 59. And Patricio is 54. Dubravka has had 88. That's mental. See, if they had kept more clean sheets, he would be right up there with people to get. But yeah, no, the save king is not Fabianski this season, although it is probably down to injury that he isn't, because he has made a lot of saves despite only playing 767 minutes. He's got 28. But it's Ryan. And the other thing to note as well about Ryan, if you're looking at it, they have 5 hard fixtures left from game week 23 to game week 38. They only have 5 difficult fixtures. That's pretty awesome, right? So I think I might just jump on this a little bit. Whoops. I might go for that. And that gives me enough to just do Sterling to Salah. So that's where I am right now. I think that's what I want to do. But there are other options other than Brighton. Liverpool obviously have a really good run, plus the double that gives them it. Everton are coming to a little bit of an end. Difficult, be wary of those scales. Oh, no, I know. Of course, definitely. I don't use that 100%. It's just a really easy visual representative. Like, you've got Sheffield United away, which is difficult-ish. I think they could keep a clean sheet at home against Crystal Palace. So the 3s are indicative of a okay fixture against a mid-team. But Arsenal, I'm expecting to probably score against Brighton. Leicester, definitely. Manchester United, definitely. Liverpool, definitely. Man City, definitely. But all the other ones that Ryan is playing against, Norwich, Southampton, Newcastle, Burnley, Wolves, maybe not. Crystal Palace, Sheffield United, Bournemouth. I think they could keep them all. Keep those clean sheets. I hear Daffs. Daffs, thank you very much for the... as always, the the host. Thanks very much, man. The one host. I love it. I appreciate that, buddy. So yeah, there is a lot of better fixtures. Aguero. Did you captain Aguero, Daffs? You lucky bastard. Don't put it past you to just be absolute maverick. Well done, man. I also love that you came into this stream and then got the attention of the stream, only to let us know that you captain Aguero. Everyone else who didn't do that is absolutely fucking hating you right now. Brought him in on your wild card, no less. What a dick. Thanks very much, Daphs. I appreciate that. Lucas David said Trent, Gomez, Dean, Lundstrom, Kelly for you. So you're going the Gomez route, which means you're picking between one of Mane and Salah. Not bad. Not bad. I don't like Gomez, but I understand why people would do that. It's really difficult to bring in people. So yeah, I think this is going to be my team. Ryan, Salah, and then I'm probably going to drop Abraham for maybe DCL or something, or Mopai maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not looking forward to these 4 fixtures for Chelsea, but at the same time, if we look at wherever he is, let's just look at Everton right now. Actually, go into the fixtures. Everton have got great fixtures for the next kind of 4 games. And then if you go a little bit further out, they kind of suck. And Everton drop right down because they've got Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea, and Liverpool. So I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with Abraham. But can I not fit Rashford in? So yeah, everyone keeps saying that. Now, I know Rashford is doing really, really well. But Manchester United's fixtures are just fucking shit. Like, they're really bad. The good thing about Rashford is that he's the Vardy, right? He's always going to be the one to score, especially if Pogba's out. He's got on penalties as well. Yeah. Maybe I could do it. Abraham. How much is Rashford now? He's probably like 9 million. 9.2 million. Jesus, right? I need to get 1 million somehow, lads. I need to get 1.2 million somehow because I accidentally had thingy in. Rashford always bags against bigger teams too. People say this about Firmino. I thought that was going to be the case. People say this about Vardy. I don't think it's true. There's no the indication that someone scores against a big team. That means that he always does it. It's difficult. I've brought in Cantwell and Trossard for Hayden and Madison, and Cantwell's your captain. Jesus, man. I can't say that you're a crazy person because it just keeps coming off. You're just doing so well. We all need to be maverick like you, Daffs. Damn. Cantwell captain, yes. I know this is, who was it? Was it Neil? Ron Neil Dino on Twitter has been saying that he really wants to bring Cantwell in for this week because of how good the fixture is. I mean, it's so weird that we're like bringing in someone that is that, I don't know, just like I had him and you get rid of him and you don't look back and then all of a sudden everyone wants him in for someone who plays for Norwich. It's just how cheap he is, right? Which is really, really good. I could do that maybe. Oh, hold on. How much is he? Cantwell, 4.9. Traore down to Cantwell. I'd still need 0.6 million somehow. Don't think it's going to happen, bros. Don't think it's going to happen. It'd be really difficult to get Rashford in right now. He's just so expensive. Look at that shit run as well. I don't want him. Fuck you guys. I don't want him. I'd rather keep Abraham, I think. Anyway, so other defenses, obviously Newcastle are fine, but they don't keep clean sheets, so it might not be worth it. Southampton have started like this just being good all of a sudden. I know Ings has been good for a while, but now the team as a whole is catching up, which is nice for them. And their fixtures are kind of coming good too, right? They've got Wolves, then Crystal Palace and Liverpool. After that, I think someone said it in chat, but after that they've got Burnley, Aston Villa, West Ham, Newcastle, Norwich, which is pretty decent. Paul Eastwood, I was thinking Abraham out for Firmino for double game week differential. Not many have got him. No, but the differential of like, I think someone posted it on Reddit. Let's have a look. I love streaming. I need to show you guys shit. See, when you're on the podcast and you're talking about stuff, people are like, oh yeah, are you sure about that? Oh, I press the wrong one. But like I can just go in and show you guys. It's really great actually. So if you're not on Reddit yet, you should definitely use it because there's a lot of good stuff in here. I wonder how much Pepe Reign is going to be, by the way. That'd be interesting. Right. someone put in the original stats of common triple assets. This is exactly what I see. Can you guys see this? Let's go in full mode. All right, I'm gonna link this in the chat for you guys to read yourselves. This will show you all of the the percentage owned for a double up. So we've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mane, and Salah, 1.44% of overall teams. This will probably go up, but just as a stat right now, that's so low. So when someone, who was it, Paul, when you said, what about Firmino? It is a big differential, but the difference between differentials is nothing. Like, it's less than 1%. So having the double midfielders and then one defender is really small, and also having Firmino and a defender and a midfielder is also really small. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's definitely all going to be what is that? 0.05%. Oh, it's Gomez. I was wondering what the fuck. Oh my god, that's really small. No, they're all going. This is the one thing this shows, if you're looking at it, is that every one of these combos is a differential. So it doesn't matter what you do, that's differential territory, every single one of these. So don't worry about it. Like, unless you're in the top 1k and you really need to differential of the rest of them, then fine, awesome, do it. But aye. Ben FPL, how's it going, man? In the last 8, Southampton's XGA is 6.64 second. Yes, that's true. They have been doing extremely well. Something to actually look into that is, where is it on my thing? No, it's not that. Understat. Understat's really good for that kind of thing if you want to look up what the last couple of games and who's played what and who's thingy. Wait, so start date, let's do December 1st. Or you said 6 game weeks. Expected goals against Liverpool, then Southampton. So from December 1st, let's say, Southampton's defense has been second best. Goals against 7. That's mental. That's really good. That's really good. So Cedric from Southampton, it's Raw says. Let's have a look at who else is in their team. So we've got McCarthy. Now that is a huge price for anyone looking to get some cash in the bank. Like 4.3 million for a playing keeper. That's great. And you know he's going to be playing all the time. Like he's played the last 12 games or something. 90 minutes. He's had 2 clean sheets though, which sucks. However, they have definitely turned a corner. And I know that we were doing save by save comparisons earlier in the stream. 37 is not that high, but we do have to remember he's missed 10 games. So I don't know. He's got 3 there, a 3 there, a 3 there. The rest of them kind of really shit. Let's say, when's game week? What was game week 17? Was that a December 1st? When was that? Previous week. December 3rd. He played. Whoops. December 3rd. Who did they play? Southampton played Norwich. So from the Norwich game, their defense has improved. And let's see how many points he's got from there. So 2, then a 2, and then 3, 3, 7, 2, 8, 3. Not 100%. Oh, so Jack A. Goodwin has said, who do we... I've asked, who do we like from Southampton? He's like, Ings, of course. Like, yeah, no, this is defense. This is defense. Yeah, no, I'm like, I know. Ings? Who's Ings? Fucking Ings. Ings. No, who's Jimenez? Ings. Who's... Oh, I've spelt it wrong. Bam. Who's Jimenez? That's it. He's the new Jimenez. Love it. Yeah, so... Cedric's 4.8 million. For 0.5 less, you could get an actual person who's going to be bringing in. He's going to be bringing in some amazing saves. Cedric's not really got any not any assists or goals or anything, so there's almost zero threat. I know he does have some stuff in his locker, but he just hasn't been showing it. You know what? I would really love if they had if they had a Lundstrom. That would make it a lot easier. I really like Valerie from last year, but he's just sick and he hasn't been playing that much, and he's not worth it. So yeah, it's Stevens. Stevens has 2 assists and one goal. So I would like him over Cedric, definitely. Bednarak has got nothing as well. So yeah, Stevens 4.3, not bad. Not bad. Has been playing the whole first half of the season. So I like that. So yeah. I think it would be McCarthy. If I was going to go for anyone. Oh, my light's turned off because it's ran out of battery. I'm just going to charge it while we talk. FPL tips. Buongiorno, signor. How's it going, man? How's it going? Saw a few on Twitter wanting the goalkeeper for 4.3 million to grab the cash since none of them are particularly reliable. Yeah, that's true. It's 100% true. Ryan, not KDB. Ryan, Fabianski, McCarthy, Schmeichel even, like they're all going to be roughly the same amount of points at the end of the season, but it is all about when you bring them in to when you get rid of them to try and maximize on the amount that they're going to get. Daff says Foster. I don't know if I want to go with Foster. I just don't like Watford in general. I know they're coming up as a little bit of a surge, but I mean, fucking West Ham looked good against Bournemouth, so I'm not going to take anything from that. Total points, keepers, they're pretty much identical, right? Schmeichel's got 1 more than Henderson and Foster. Ryan's coming up the end there. Foster's fixtures just aren't great. I would like Foster, but they're just so bad, good, bad, bad, good, bad, good, good, bad, bad, good. You know what I mean? They're not really banging. There's no momentum to be picked up. Whereas this looks good. I really like the look of this. So I kind of want a piece of it. I do want a piece of it. And I think Mopai's a great buy just now as well for anyone who's want to go for him because of them playing Aston Villa. They play Aston Villa and they also play Bournemouth next. Those are 2 great fixtures for Mopai. It actually makes me want to bring him in a lot. Watford have 4 wins and 1 draw in the last 5 though. Yeah, no, they're of course their little bounce is undeniable. It's not like I can say anything bad against them. The Sarr has been playing out his mind. Decore looks great, even though we thought he was a centre midfielder, defensive centre midfielder. He's been playing really, really well. I like him. I like Sarr a lot more. I don't like Deeney. He kind of needs other players to play about him and play well, or penalties. He shot 3 times in the last game, and he got a goal, and that's it. He's kind of like Firmino a little bit, almost. He kind of holds the ball up. He lets other people run through. He's making runs. He's kind of doing the passing. He's a great player just now, just maybe not FPL asset-wise. And then we all know what I think about Deulofeu. Did you see he had an open net? They crossed it over to him. I was like, oh no, he's just about to score. It was on his left foot. He was about to get that, like, the annoying goal that always happens, and then people tweet me saying, you fucking hate Deulofeu. I actually didn't mind him, but now I hate him because of this stream. And then he skied it, as he usually does. And I just went, knew it. Called it. So, yeah. I was looking at Brighton. I've watched their last 3 games, and Trossard more attacking than Mapai. Yes, but you can't substitute Abraham for Trossard, unfortunately. And that's where we're trying to get money from, the strikers or keepers or defense or whatever, because the midfield is where we're upgrading ish. Watford conceded 6 in the last 8. They're definitely. I'm definitely not saying that they're bad. I'm just not into them at this precise moment in time. Like Foster's been playing out his mind though. 6-2, 11-3, 6-2-6. That's incredible. Fair play to anyone who gets them. I'm just not like Tottenham Tottenham, we don't know what's going to happen with Tottenham, right? They could score or they could not, and we wouldn't be surprised either way. Then Aston Villa's a decent fixture. He should be keeping a clean sheet there. Everton are probably going to score. Brighton, I'm probably going to keep a clean sheet. But then after that, like, I don't know. You just kind of, if you're getting Foster, then you're going to get him and stick with him. But I know that I'm wildcarding very soon. So I'll be wildcarding eventually. So I can go with someone who has really good fixtures right now, try and maximize the keeper transfer right now, and then, you know, by game week 29, I might be wildcarded already, and I don't need Ryan anymore. Do you know what I mean? So for me, going with him would be easiest right now. But if you already used your wildcard and you wanted to downgrade your keeper or whatever, or you're not planning on using your wildcard for ages until game week 27 or something, then yeah, then maybe Foster's the best player for you. Thoughts on Grealish, Liam asks. Aston Villa are the whipping boys right now. Grealish is a shiny golden star in amongst all that. But it's absolutely difficult. Absolutely difficult to say anything other than ignore Aston Villa right now because they're just playing so poorly. And as we've seen, he needs to have someone substituted before he's on penalties, all that stuff. So I like him, but he plays for a shit team. It's hard to say anything. FPL tips, he misses me. I miss you too, buddy. 34 tends to be the wildcard week, so I plan to then. Yeah, and that works fine. So 34 would be great. You could have Foster between then and now, and that might work out. Ryan has got the best fixtures between now and like game week 28, 29. I'm not touching Villa, United, Spurs, or Chelsea players. Jansky says the only one I've considered is Kiko Firmino. Yeah, and that spot is now already solved. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to check something. Yep, you refresh. So one of the things that everyone was asking this week was, okay, Aguero's just scored. Man City went on a huge run. Scored 6 goals against the team. What are we doing with Mahrez? What are we doing with Aguero? Should we be bringing them in? Etc, etc, etc. Don't bring Aguero in, says Daffs, who just captained him for his 40-pointer. Yeah, no, I agree with Daffs. Obviously, Aguero is a great player and can do damage no matter what. But, like, okay, just look at this, right? First of all, the fixture congestion coming up a little bit. Then on top of that, they've got FA Cup, they've got Champions League. Pep's already known to rotate players a fuck ton. They don't have the greatest fixtures coming up. You missed the boat with Aguero and Mahrez. Mahrez has been playing out his mind this season. He deserves all the time that he gets. He's been looking great. He's been feeling great. I wish I brought him in. I brought Sterling in instead. I kick myself every day. But the best thing about having that 2-week punt, knowing that we were going to then remove them for the Liverpool assets, was that it was just a 2-week punt. So if it pays off, then awesome. If not, awesome. It doesn't matter because it was only short term. But now we're talking about, should we be bringing in Aguero? Should we be bringing in Mahrez? That is a long-term question. Are these guys good enough to stay in our teams long-term because of how well they did last game week? The answer is probably no. Aston Villa are shocking. The way that they are shite is just the amount of goals that shots that they concede. And because Man City are the ones that do most of the shooting, it just was like the best case scenario for Manchester City. Like, oh, a team that lets us shoot whenever we want. That's going to be good. Sometimes teams just can't do anything like that. But yeah, no, it was a perfect storm. And I don't think they're going to repeat it against Crystal Palace, Sheffield United, Tottenham, West Ham, Leicester, Arsenal, Manchester United the next 7 games. So yeah, no, I don't think bringing him in. FPL Tip says, I have Mahrez, don't buy him. Now, are you only saying that because you don't want anyone else to have all those points? Because you're a bastard. No, I absolutely agree with Tips. It just makes more sense just to leave it. You missed the boat. Get Ings instead. Aston Villa have conceded 2 less than Norwich on the season. And Aston Villa haven't had... Let me just double check that before I say it. I don't think they've had many of these massive defeats either, right? It's just always kind of, 3-1, then 3 more goals scored against them. They won 5-1 against Norwich. Norwich have been beaten quite heavily, whereas Aston Villa just seem like they just kind of lose a lot. 4-1's their biggest thing, game week 16 against Leicester, and then this is their first like crushing. So yeah, Norwich 22nd. I want people to buy him so he can rise in price before I sell him, but he's got one more week, then he goes, I think. Aston Villa have a worse XGA. Yeah, let's check that. I've got it up, right? So this is XGA. Bam. Aston Villa are at the top. They should have conceded 45 goals since the start of the season, and they've conceded 43 goals. That's shocking, right? Norwich 45. That they're actually underperforming their stats a little bit there, but that's still like, that is whipping boy material. Aston Villa and Norwich, and now Bournemouth are exactly where they should be. 35 goals. That's horrible for Bournemouth to drop so much like that. That's crazy, because they were doing so well. What happened to Fraser and Callum Wilson, So yeah, whipping boys Aston Villa. Let's look at their fixtures. Let's just triple check. Brighton, then Watford, then Bournemouth, then Tottenham, Southampton, Sheffield. So Mapai, and then, whoever you get, if you're going to bring in Sarr, whoever. But game week 24, you're probably going to be bringing in, you've got more pressing matters to attend to there. So I don't know. Bournemouth, you're not going to bring anyone in. That's just going to be a shit game that no one's going to watch. In terms of Grealish, though, those are decent fixtures that he might get something from, so you might be tempted to keep him. But I mean, if you've got a player from the whipping boys, it's like, it's kind of a disaster. He went on a good run. He had a penalty to help him out a little bit, but yeah, I rate him as a player 100%, but I don't like the team, so I'll never get him. The Storm Legacy, Life and Netflix just ran away from me. Just check Twitter. You're good. Yeah, man. How's it going, buddy? I appreciate you coming in. What are you watching on Netflix? Have you watched The Witcher yet? Has any of you guys watched The Witcher yet? Let's just talk for the next half hour about The Witcher. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. But it is really good. I really like it. I would recommend it. Also, Rick and Morty's out now. The third season. Or is it season 4? No, it's season 3, right? Also recommend. Pretty good. So yeah, City question answered. Should we be bringing in these guys who did really well? No, I think it's just stick to the plan. Go get some Liverpool players. Should we be bringing in Firmino? I don't really like him because I've done that. I've been there. And I know that he can absolutely haul when he wants to, but he can also just blank 5 games and you've ruined your life. So it's up to you guys. If Liverpool had played Villa and City played Spurs, the conversation would be the opposite. Or do you think so? Yeah, exactly. I think that I agree. If Liverpool had played Villa and they won 6-1, we wouldn't even be talking about Aguero and stuff, right? One good game for Aguero after a long time being out. Is he back? I mean, you can't really... I just think, like, it was a perfect storm. It's such a good game for Aguero. And no wonder Pep played 2 strikers. It's just a shame owning Sterling. It's fucking annoying. Would you bring Grealish in, though, if you only had 7.1 in the bank after bringing in Salah? All right, let's look at 7.0 million midfielders to show you there's a few better people that you can get. So I can't really go that. So you've got Willian. By the way, what are Chelsea's Oh, yeah, no, shite. I've already checked that. No, I think Cantwell, right? You want to bring Cantwell in because of all the good shit that he's been doing and the fact that he's going to be playing Bournemouth and it's at home and the stars are aligning, and then you could throw him on your bench because he's not that much money, and then pump the money into your defense or something, or upgrade Abraham to Rashford or whatever you want to do. If you already have Cantwell, Traore's still a good pick. I picked up Traore a while ago to bring in Alexander-Arnold. The reason why I did that was because of these fixtures coming up. Liverpool, Manchester United, Leicester, Tottenham. You want to play against the really, really high pressing teams are high pressing and a high defensive line. That's where he shines. And he's got 4 good fixtures of that coming up soon. I really like that a lot. But I also know that Traore is now almost the exact same price as Decore. He's actually a little bit more expensive. And Decore has been playing really, really well. A 6, a 7, a 6, a 9, and a 14 in the last 3 games. A goal, an assist, and then a goal and assist. So I think he's pretty good. Storm Legacy says Trossard is a bit too much of a rotation piece for me. Sarr seems the best bet. If you've got enough money for Sarr, then go for it. Because Sarr's been really impressive. I just don't know. I don't know if it's worth spending that little bit extra over Decore if it means that you're missing out on someone that's good in defense. You know what I mean? Like, they're pretty much the same player, although Sarr gets into the box a shit ton. Like, if it was a choice and there was no cost, then yeah, I would pick Sarr 100%. 6.2 million. That's a lot of money. But he's had a 13, that big game that everyone started noticing him, and then every home game he's produced since then, and he even got an assist against Bournemouth. Although you can't really say anything, right? Here's the thing, we got to remember to look at who they've been playing. He played against Aston Villa and got a goal. Everyone's scoring against Aston Villa. He played against Bournemouth and got an assist. Everyone's scoring against Bournemouth. The assist against Wolves was pretty good. That was a good game, and he looked good. And then obviously Manchester United, he stole the show. But is it good form, or did he just have a blindingly good game against Manchester United, and then he played a bunch of shit teams to kind of continue that a little bit? Is that going to be the game that, like, oh yes, I'm a fucking man, look how much I've done, and then he just brings that kind of good karma and that good form and that good, feeling that he's got, and fucking yes, I'm right up for this, and then he goes and scores against everyone. Hopefully that's how it goes, but just something to be aware of. And you're spending 6.2 million, so it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot on that. Aaron Mui at 4.8 million. I think their fixtures are things dreams are made of, and Mui is the Pogba of Brighton. Yeah, Mark really fucking likes Mui as well. FPL general. I don't think he would say that he would bring it in, but he really likes the Brighton midfield. He thinks they're very exciting. He says that all the time. I'm still waiting for him to bring someone in. Let's have a look at his team, because I don't actually remember who he's brought in. We go to leagues. We go to Fantasy Weekly. He's got Ryan in already, and he's got Grealish in, but I'm sure he's wanting to bring in Mane, so he's probably going to get rid of Rashford and take Maddison up. I'd be curious to see if Grealish makes way for someone cheaper. Mui potentially. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll find out. I think I'm playing him next week in that fucking stupid head-to-head. Let's be fair, it's only stupid because I'm winning or I'm losing. If I was winning, it would be like that amazing head-to-head. But no, it's just been a shit season, so everything I'm doing is turning into shit. Except the stream and the podcast and being stupid on camera. Woo! Yay, go me. Look, don't FPL and drink. See, I don't even listen to my own class. I thought you were not doing Tuesday streams, Calm says. Calm is drunker than I am. Calm, it's Tuesday tomorrow. You are ahead of us in time, I think. It's the Monday after, buddy. We do Monday streams. Streaming up and Love Island cannot be beat. Drunk Dave for president. Yeah, Drunk Dave kind of got a bit out of hand a little bit. Drunk Dave is having a nice chilled out month. Drunk Dave went a bit too far in the Christmas holidays, lads. Yeah, just way too much. So what have I missed? Have I missed anything? We've kind of went through everything, right? Have you guys got any questions? I know you've been shouting them out, but I really want to talk about Liverpool and show you guys that thing on Reddit, just to show that everything's a differential as long as you have 3, not to top your team. We went through Watford. Are there any other fixtures that kind of jump out at us that we really like? I told you that Everton was kind of running out of steam. Aston Villa's up there, but they're the whipping boys. Sheffield United's fixtures are looking really good after game week 24. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, Sheffield United have the best fixtures from game week 25 and onwards. So a double up in their defence doesn't look that bad after a couple of games. Newcastle, if they could keep a clean sheet, that would be great. Excuse me. And then Wolves' fixtures pick up after game week 28 as well, after a little bit of a hiatus. Yeah. So game week 28, even including the Tottenham game, Wolves are up. If I put it one more, Wolves are top by a lot. So something to consider back then. Oh yeah, Arsenal. We need to talk about Arsenal. Is Arsenal worth talking about? Now I know Thingy put out a decent article. Has Arsenal's defense improved enough? This is by David Munday. And in it he basically says maybe, like they've done okay and it might be worth keeping your eye on them, and they've been running a lot more and blah blah blah. In order to do that, we have dig deep in other goals conceded during Arteta's brief time in charge. Look at the underlying statistics, and it goes on and on and on. Ooh, I wonder if I showed that, would that get me into trouble? Why does it never let me do it? Click here to register as a member. I'll figure that out. I don't think I can show you guys though. Don't think you guys can show you. Right, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, everyone's freaking out. No, I won't do it. I'll read it out later. But basically, he says maybe. He says it'd be really good to watch them. They conceded 1.5 goals per game, but they've reduced to just 1.0 per game between week 19 and 22, which is Arteta's first 4 matches. A goal a game. It's not what you want against Arsenal, but like let's just remind ourselves what our fixtures are in the next 10 game weeks if we wanted to do anything. Arsenal, Sheffield United, who by the way won't have to play against Aubameyang, and then Chelsea comes back, and then I was actually honestly thinking of getting Aubameyang in as a differential for these, because that, like, I don't know, Arteta's gonna have to do something. Or maybe Lacazette, I don't know. He played a really good pass. So yeah, anyway. Alright, let me look at the chat, because I asked you guys if you guys have any questions, and then we'll just call it a day. So yeah, keep sending your questions in just now, and I'll read through them all. I know where we were, because Liam said being drunk, and that's when the last drunk day for president. Yes, I'm in Oz. It's Tuesday here. I hope you're safe, Colm. I hope you're safe in Oz. Because I know they've had a bit of a fire problem, haven't they? It's actually shocking. Like, I've been watching that shit on the news. It fucking terrifies me. Absolutely terrifying. Hope you are safe. Some of the defenders still 4.5 million. Yeah, for Brighton, definitely. No, not Brighton. Sheffield, yeah. I'm considering a double up. Sheffield defends and Fleck. Fleck's a pretty good bench player right now. Let's check what Fleck is. Fleck for Sheffield. I think he's 4.9, but he might have went up. Hold on. No, he's still 4.9 million, and he's their highest scoring midfielder at 74 points. He's got 4 goals and 2 assists, and 2 goals and 1 assist in the last 5 game weeks. He hasn't done that great since the Aston Villa, but then again, see, that's the same thing we're going over and over again, right? Aston Villa, he scored 2 goals, so people have started bringing him in and stuff, but it was fucking Aston Villa. It's hard to like take it seriously. So yeah, anyway. Right, where were we? I have Ramsdale. What do I do? Oh, what's your thoughts on Fleck? Oh yeah, no, I just answered that. I have Ramsdale. What to do? You've got Ryan. You've got McCarthy. I think just save money and go McCarthy. I think they're gonna do well. I'm gonna go Ryan, but McCarthy's just as good. Southampton just beat Leicester. They might be like, oh yes, we could make this happen. They might have a massive uphill battle, but I think they could do it. They've got decent fixtures coming out. Where am I looking? Follow-up, Vardy, Rashford out for Ings also gets me the Liverpool triple up. Should I do it? I don't mind getting rid of Rashford. I don't know if I would get rid of Vardy. But then again, they're both the exact same player, right? They both kind of like the only person in their team that scores goals other than Martial. It's kind of a luxury to have Vardy, Rashford, and the double up in Liverpool, and you're getting Ings, and Ings is a pretty good substitute for one of those players. So I guess maybe whoever has the least amount of money tied up, if you're planning on getting them back, that is. I think Vardy's a season keeper though. It's hard to shout about Rashford because sometimes he's so hot and sometimes he's so cold, whereas Vardy's been pretty consistent. Lacazette or Firmino, same price range. I don't like Firmino. Firmino hurt my feelings, my man. He hurt my feelings early in the season. If I had to choose one of them, probably Lacazette, right? Lacazette's going to be playing up front next game week against Sheffield United. Could be an easier fixture, but it's pretty good that he's going to be playing up front. He shows time and time again that he's a great player and that he needs to be played more, and hopefully Arteta sees that and plays him more often. Yeah, I don't know. Flip a coin. I like Lacazette just so you could watch Arsenal again. That would be great. Why are you keeping Sterling? Why not Sterling to Salah? Says Alex Jensen. Alex Jensen, welcome to stream, buddy. That's exactly what I'm doing. I haven't done my transfers yet, but I'm definitely getting rid of Sterling for Salah, but possibly this game week. Gav29, welcome to the big fat sexy team, buddy. I appreciate that. Thanks everyone for joining and for coming along and having a good time. I miss James though. Does anyone else miss James? I wish he was on the stream all the time. Because when I'm thinking about stuff, he chats and it's so good. Whereas when I'm thinking about stuff here, everyone's just waiting to see what I say. Thanks very much for the follow, buddy. Appreciate that. James is on holiday and he brought his laptop, so hopefully he can make it on Thursday. But if not, I'm going to try and grab a guest or something. Oblivious Gaming has said, thoughts on Deeney. Deeney hasn't looked very good stat-wise. He's looked okay in terms of like he's on Watford and they have a bounce and he's on penalties and he shoots a couple of times a game, but his stats have been kind of shocking. I think the last game week was the first time he's actually shot more than twice, and his XG is like really high. Highly relies on his penalties, which is a bit of a shame. I definitely would prefer just getting Ings over Deeney. And if you already have Ings, then maybe just get Maupay because he's got better fixtures and he's coming up against Bournemouth, who Watford just played, and Aston Villa, who City just played and demolished. Made 0.2 million on Rashford, transferred for DCL today. DCL, sorry, I keep doing that. Yeah, no, that's a good transfer. I like Maupay's fixtures better, but DCL in the long run is probably good. Is Daft still alive? He was here for a bit. He was he was jumping on us. Yeah, you boys are a decent duo. Big chess game on Thursday. Yeah, we'll see. I would love to play chess with James. I was fucking. He was absolutely raging. So he, right. Hold on. I'll answer that at the end. Remind me about the chess thing. Storm Fleck is a player to get if you don't have Cantwell. I like Cantwell better just now, but just because of the next game. But Fleck is he's showing that he's okay. He hasn't done too much. He's not a must own or anything. When am I going to use my wild card? If I'm still in the top million, or like outside the top million by game week 25, I'm going to let Holly, James, and Mark from the Fantasy Weekly podcast just do my wild card. We're gonna do it on the show. I'm going to give them my team over, probably stream it. That'd be good. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what I'm gonna use it. If I get into it based on the double game week, and I've got 2 more game weeks to try and get in, then I'll probably leave it till like game week 33 or something, just before the doubles, whenever that is. You have the double up, not to be bad. here. Not too bad here in the cities. Are you okay? It's people out in the country a lot worse in the eastern states. Hopefully rain soon. Yeah, Colin, man, definitely. Fingers crossed, man. How's the sexy league doing? Last question. How's the league doing? I don't know. Let's check the league. If you haven't joined the league yet, I'll put the league on the chat. Could you do that for me too, Dave? Yeah, I know it's it's really useful. It's having FPL Dave's Sexy Stream League. This is the one. Administrator. Where is the code? There we go. Here's the code. GDC TFO. If you're not in the league already, and let's have a look at the league because I'm pretty sure Colm is at the top. Yes, he is. Arsenal net. Colm Connolly. 66 points this week, smashing it. Since game week 11, I started the league in because that's when I started kind of doing okay, but it didn't really work out anyway. Wow, we had someone who got... Oh, Daft's got 90 points this week. What an arsehole. Wildcarded Aguero in. And Sar. Wow. That makes me sick. It's just all this pretty much, isn't it? It's just all that. He would have 50 points if he didn't play. Ugh. Oh well. Thoughts on Webster? Thoughts on Webster? Don't really have any thoughts on Webster. Not at all. Why are you planning on getting Webster in general? Let me look at him. Webster has got 3 goals. He's 4.4 million. In regards to him over any of their other players in defense, I think he's the cheapest one, right? Let me check that. I already looked at them a little bit. Yeah, he scores the most, right? Dunk scored 2, but he's assisted 3, but he's 4.8 million, and everyone's kind of went for him. Webster plays just as much. He's been playing pretty much every game except for that little injury in the middle. And he scored 3 goals. Yeah, that's fine. I would probably pay the 0.4 more and get Ryan, but yeah, no, I like him. And the fixtures are really good. Aston Villa's probably a clean. Bournemouth's probably a clean. West Ham, maybe not. Watford, maybe not. But you're going to probably get at least a couple there. So I like him. Cheap entry into BRI. Yeah, he definitely is. Adam Webster is the GOAT. I think Liam is... Wait, Liam, are you a Brighton fan? No, you're not, are you? Wait, what are you? I forget. Right, the chess thing. Okay, so me and James do the Fantasy Weekly. We've been talking for a while. We go on Skype sometimes. We have a good chat. I've met him when I went down to London. Great guy. Had him as a guest here on the stream. Was like, yes, love you as a guest. Why don't we just do our own thing? Well, like Thursdays, let's just have you in every single week, and we'll have a laugh and see where it takes us. And he was like, yeah, absolutely down. Love it. And then after that chat, we kind of got chatting a little bit more just about like what we like to do and blah, blah, blah. And, and that, oh yeah, Birmingham City. I think that's where Liam is. Definitely. I've doubled on Brighton defense, so wish me luck. I wish you luck, Oblivious. So me and James were chatting about like what we like to do, and he was asking me about my past and all that stuff. Just, getting to know people. It was pretty much like a date, but just on WhatsApp. And I was like, yeah, no, I used to play chess when I was younger. I used to go to tournaments and stuff. Won quite a lot. And he was like, oh my God, I play chess. I play correspondence with my mates. Do you want to play? And I was like, not really. Correspondence chess is, for those who don't know, it's basically like you get 1 day a turn. And chess is boring at the most. Like, I haven't played in ages. I play 1 minute chess like on the toilet. When I'm doing nothing, I like to play 1 minute chess. We've got 1 minute on the clock total for all your turns, and you just play back and forth, and that's what I like doing. I hate correspondence chess, the most boring shit ever. So he was like, no, come on, play, let's do it. So I basically cheated. I was like, I turned the computer on and just did all the moves that the computer said to do. And I beat him in like 6 turns or 6 days. It took me like nearly a week to cheat this win. And he was like, oh, he tweeted about it. He fucking tweeted saying like, oh, Davis Magnus Carlsen, he's so good. He just beat me so quick. And then after he tweeted that, I messaged him saying like, I can't believe you just tweeted that. I've just cheated. I completely like got the computer to make all my moves. And he was like, you're a fucking dickhead. I don't like correspondence chess. I just want it to be over. But yeah, so he was like, right, I want a rematch. I want you to play properly. So I asked him if he wanted to do it on stream. So that'll be like an after. So we'll do the FPL stream and then like an after hours stream. XXX FPL Dave and James, if you will, and that'll be next time he's on, really. Hopefully he can come on Thursday, but he is away and he did take his laptop, so I'm not 100% sure if his Wi-Fi in his Airbnb is going to be awesome. Hopefully it is, but we'll see. And if not, then I'll try and get a wee guest in for Thursday's stream. Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm going to be on the wild. Oh, hold on. Who's just messaged me? Who is this? Yeah, sorry. Anyway, Wildcats stream tomorrow. Tuesday. I think it's 8:45. They've asked me to come on, and I said yes because it sounds like a lot of fun. Just meet new people, chat about FPL. Yeah, Wildcats. I'm going to be on their stream next week. If you haven't followed that, you should check that out. Sorry, I just got a message from someone and I haven't spoken to in a long time, so I was like, oh my god, why are they talking to me now? Anyway, yeah, so you should definitely click them on a wee follow, bam, like that, and have a look there. Like, I'm just in awe of the graphics that these guys come up with. I'm pretty sure it is Nim who does it all. She's a graphic designer. She is so good. Like, this shit is amazing. It just looks so professional. So my wee name's going to be on there somewhere. Oh, there we go, right there. Bam. Retweet that shit. Featuring FPL Dave. There we go. They've already done it. Oh my god. Good club, taking a couple of Chelsea players on loan over the years. Still got to Jill of Callas. Is a City a bandwagon point chasing, i.e. rotation too unpredictable? Yes, Colm. You missed it, but yes, definitely. So yeah, that's me pretty much done, guys. I will see you guys all on Thursday if you come back to this stream. Hopefully James can join us, but it's still TBC. But if he's not, I'm gonna try my utmost to get a wee guest to come on and have a wee chat with us, because that would be cool. And if you're about tomorrow, definitely check out the FPL Wildcat stream. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. I'll retweet it and show you guys all that stuff and good thing. If you could go and like that tweet, that would be awesome to show them all like how many people are going to be coming and watching me, bring the chat to them and blah blah blah. It's just basically, David, you're a bit of a dickhead. You're hilarious on making fun of everyone, and everyone makes fun of your game weeks because you're shit at FPL. But you're a bit of a laugh. Do you want to come on stream? Like, yes. Okay, let's do that. So go and have a look, follow them, like them, all that good stuff. I would love to be able to say, look, I've brought 5 people. That would be fun. By the way, Rink D, welcome to Big Fat Sexy Club, man. At the very end there, thank you very much for following, buddy. Appreciate that. Just an FYI, Nim didn't say any of that shit. She was just like, we would love to have you on. She didn't call me a dickhead or anything. So thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Oblivious Gaming 100 bits. Thanks very much. Bits tradition going. Love you, David, you filthy wizard. This wizard thing, man, it's gonna keep going, isn't it? It's gonna keep going. But I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys on Woke Willie. Thanks very much for following, buddy. I appreciate it. All coming. I hope you guys have been watching this whole time and you're not just jumping it on to the very end. Why do you have it on follower mode? I didn't know I had it on follower mode. Oh, is that why is that when you go on in the chat doesn't chat unless you're followed? Is that what that means? Cause see, I can't follow myself. I don't know. Oh right, maybe I'll take that off, Willie. Thanks for letting me know. It wasn't a ploy or anything. I genuinely didn't know that was on there. I'm gonna take that off. Thank you for letting me know. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'll see you on the Wildcat Show. All right, peace out. Bye, 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 bye.